Hello everyone, welcome to today's video, which I went to Ollie's. And for those who don't know, Ollie's is basically like a store that sells products that were not sold at like a really cheap price. And so basically the video today is just my book haul for there, because I like to go there sometimes. There was one in my hometown, there was a book section. I usually find something I like really cheap, so I just really wanted to share that with you today. So this video may be normal length or shorter, I don't know. I'm kind of just being real chill with it today. But anyway, so this first book I got was the Wheel of Time companion book. So on this sticker here, if you notice, the Ollie stickers are all like orange on it, so they just scan it, bloop. This one is was retailed at $23, and they were selling it for $4. And this is a behemoth of a book. Like look at that, maps, information. It's over 800 pages. And if you don't know, companion books are basically like additional materials to an already established world. So if you look over here, I have a Wheel of Time collection. And yes, I'm cheap. I bought the mass market version, which I'm not a fan of how they made it. That could be a story from another time. This can go with my Wheel of Time collection. I'm attached just enough to keep reading, but I don't love it. And I know that some real Wheel of Time fans will kind of would agree that either they like half of it and it gets boring in the middle, or some people like all of it. I don't really know much. I still think my favorite book is A Great Hunt, or The Great Hunt, the second book, which is right there. I really enjoyed The Great Hunt. I thought the first book was kind of long and harder to get into, and it's very similar, for those who don't know Wheel of Time, to traditional, or not traditional, classic fantasy like Lord of the Rings. And there is an Amazon series if you want to watch it, which I'm not a fan of it. I know there's people out there that like it. I think it just deviates from the source material in a way I'm not a fan of. And they are canceling it, so that tells you much. But if you want to just kind of get a taste of what it is, I would say, yeah, watch the first season. If you want to watch season 2, sure, go for it. There are a good cast of characters. I like it so far. Sometimes it feels like it's a drag, but I think after this book they get shorter, except for one. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. I have DNF'd books before, but this series is borderline. I don't know. We'll see. But I got this to kind of go with my collection, because everyone, from when I got into this, is because people would say, oh, if you really like Lord of the Rings, this is another fantasy series that changed the world. And so I try to get into it. But anyway, that's that. This next one, okay, so if you notice from this is, I like fantasy books. I bought mostly fantasy except for one book, which I'll save for last. So this next book is a pop-up book, which I don't own one, so I thought that was cool. And I've never played this game, which is World of Warcraft, or WoW. Never played it, so I don't know if you guys think I should try it. Some people say never do it or they get addicted. This is a World of Warcraft pop-up book. This is pretty massive compared to my hand. It's still in its wrapper. I've not opened these yet. And the retail for this thing was $65, and they sold it there at Ollie's for $10. So I think it's pretty cool. For those who don't know, World of Warcraft's a really big online, I think it's an MMO. People have been playing it for years. So I don't know much beyond that. I know people made parodies on South Park and such, and I think that was a funny take on it. But I don't know, maybe one day, or maybe not. Maybe never touch it, like people say. But anyway, $10 for that. The next book is this George R.R. Martin, A Song of Ice and Fire book. It's an illustration. That's what it says. The Rise of the Dragon, an illustrated history of the Targaryen dynasty, volume 1. So again, this is a hardback, really nice condition. Pretty massive book. Its retail was $60, and they were selling it for $8. So again, I've got that for my collection. People say A Song of Ice and Fire is another one of those fantasy series that really changed the genre of fantasy. I mean, you got shows, spin-offs of shows, video games, Um, Probably I wouldn't be surprised if there's parodies somewhere, but people really like it. I've yet to watch the show. If you see my video, I only read the first book, so I thought it was be a good addition, and it was cheap at Ollie's. The last thing I got for you today is this manga, which is Apple Black. So Apple Black is actually created by a YouTuber. If you can find him on there, he did everything. So he did the art and the story, and it's published through Saturday, I believe, or that's the company that he has it through. And it says Rockport, I guess, is the actual book publishing company. But Saturday. So it's an American. So just which makes it cool. When manga, for those who don't know, are Japanese comics, but this is an American who did it. I have volume 1 somewhere in my manga section, which is over in this side. And I liked volume 1, and I happened to see volume 1 and 2 at Ollie's, and I was like, I'm getting this. So I got volume 2, and usually these things are like 14 to like 15 plus-ish dollars, depends on popularity and such. And this one was being sold for 14, and they at Ollie's they were selling it for $2. So $2 for this is pretty awesome. The other thing I saw there, I did not buy it. So for those who don't know, so my top shelf here is like my comic Spider-Man area. You have those little thin books. Those are called trade paperbacks, and those can range for like 20 bucks usually. At Ollie's, they had a whole like column of shelving of DC and Marvel comics, trade paperback, like a lot of them, like $20 ones, and they were selling them there for like $4. And they were like Batman's, like real legitimate ones. And they probably are $4 now because they're older stories from like, I don't know, five or 6 plus years ago. But hey, if you buy them for your kids, they don't know that. I think it's a great gift. Support Ollie's for that. And I would have been like, man, I wish I bought those for that. Probably, especially if you're a collector. Because I think I had one of those volumes there when I bought years ago, and I was like, I had to pay $20 for this, and you got to pay $4 now, and it's in good condition. So I think it's really cool. Yeah, just go check out Ollie's. Of course, they got other stuff there, like, I don't know, food or stuff for bedrooms and appliances, or I think, and among other things. Or when I say food, I mean like candy and stuff. So, or blankets and anything like that. Well, I hope you enjoyed my Ollie's book haul, and please look forward to my next video, which should be my review over Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. I'm thinking of either starting that today or tomorrow. We'll see how I feel, and I hope you have a good day. Bye.